Finally, we're seeing some changes. The marine layer, it's back. It's causing some patchy fog, and through tomorrow, the marine layer will be even deeper. We'll even have some spotty drizzle. Now, these changes also include a temperature drop. It's going to feel a little more like fall as temperatures lower to below normal. Unfortunately, it does have an adverse effect for our friends in the mountains and deserts. That's where the winds will be gusty each afternoon. Checking in with Long Beach, it's pretty cloudy out there, so it's a gloomy start to the day, but great for coffee on the porch. That's what I love to do. And all these changes are being brought by this disturbance that's up to our northwest. Out in the San Francisco area, it's bringing some unsettled weather for them. For us, it's increasing our marine layer, but that system is going to be moving over us in the coming days, and it's going to cause an even bigger drop in temperatures and also a deeper marine layer with a chance for some storms. Now, here's what I've got for you right now. 60s. We're actually waking up to numbers that are cooler than 24 hours ago. 64 in Victorville and Big Bear 43. So grab a light sweater. That'll do it. And then as we head into the afternoon, check out these numbers. Highs are coming down. Goodbye 90s. We'll have 70s for Los Angeles, Long Beach, over in Orange County. For our friends in Ventura County, our weather in the valleys, the Inland Empire, will be in the 80s. Now, notice how the valleys is in the low 80s, but the Inland Empire is in the mid 80s. So you're going to have a bit more sunshine earlier in the day for the IE, allowing the temperatures to get a little warmer. Mid 80s in the deserts, where the winds will be breezy this afternoon. And Big Bear, temperatures around 66. Now, it's going to take a little bit for us to see the sunshine. The pattern that we're seeing with the cloud cover is where it's slow to clear. So the weather hour by hour for the LA basin. Notice how it's cloudy for the first half of the day with temperatures in the 60s. As we get closer to noon, that's when we start to see the clouds mixed in with some sunshine. And that's going to be the case through the afternoon with highs in the 70s as the temperatures come down into the 60s once the sun gets a little lower in the sky and we get closer to sunset. So let's take a look at that cloud cover, because today it's extending inland into the valleys and a little bit into the Inland Empire, and it's causing some patchy fog. 9 a.m. still gloomy around the downtown area, the South Bay, and even Orange County. Now here we are around 5 p.m. Notice how the clouds still pretty stubborn at the coast. Tomorrow morning, the marine layer is stretching farther inland, and when that happens, it takes a little longer for it to clear. So tomorrow, the clouds are going to be pretty stubborn, and then here we are looking at the weather Friday evening. Remember I told you how that disturbance was going to pass over us? Well, here we are looking at it on Friday, and the wrap-around movement through Saturday is going to bring a chance for some showers, possibly even some thunderstorms in the deserts, the mountains, and even into lower elevations for Saturday. On Sunday, a slight chance, but Saturday is the day to watch when we could see some activity, not just in the mountains and deserts, but also for lower elevations. So here's your weather. You see the numbers are in the 70s through the weekend, with the marine layer becoming even deeper at the coast. Clouds are going to struggle to clear. Hang on to the hoodie. The weather in the valleys and Inland Empire. We've got 80s today, tomorrow a touch cooler, Saturday 70s, and that's pretty much where we stay through Sunday. And that cooler weather pattern continues through next week. In the deserts, the winds are what we have to watch out for later today, and then a chance for storms starting tomorrow, lasting all the way through Sunday. And in the mountains, breezy today. Keep an eye to the sky Friday through the weekend because of that chance for storms. And get the jacket ready.
Get right over to Belen now to talk about our weather.
All right, quiet overall. So let me take you to the big screen. Right now, we have a disturbance that's out to our west. It's causing some very unsettled weather all along the coastline for California, and even a little bit of rumble of thunder through the Central Valley. Now, for us, we're taking a closer look at what's happening right now in northern Ventura County. We do have some activity there, but this is the area where we see the focus of any kind of wet weather or stormy weather. But for the rest of us, things are quiet. We do have these high clouds that are drifting into the area that are causing a really nice sunrise. This is the view from San Pedro. So expect more of that. The other thing is that we've got a cooling trend. So temperatures today are not going to be as hot. Overall, I think it's going to be comfortable. We'll start off with numbers around 70 degrees, light sweater maybe for some of you. And during the afternoon, the temperature is still slightly above normal, but they're headed in the right direction. 70s at the coast, 80s for the base in Orange County, 90s for the valleys, the IE, low 90s, the deserts 90 as well, with breezy afternoon winds and a slight chance for some storms in the mountains.
Luca reposted Louis' post on it to his 10.5 million followers. So, you know, it's positive. Like, we just need good things in the world. So and I love that.
We got to see the mural over the weekend.
Thank you. We were there on Saturday, and I'm just going to put this out into the universe because I had a chance to talk to Louis. My boys and I were just there admiring the mural. he has yet to meet Luca.
Yeah.
He has not met Luca.
You never
want his autograph.
Yeah, so let's make that happen. The powers that be. Louis needs to meet Luca. Come on.
Louis and Luca.
It's
a good team.
It is. All righty, guys. Well, happy Tuesday. That's a great way to start off our day with that beautiful mural. And look, Mother Nature has her own artwork right now. We've got these high clouds. Perfect canvas for the sun coming up. Just a great pop of color in the sky as we start off our Tuesday. Things are nice right now. This afternoon, if you're a fan of the hotter temperatures, then today's your forecast. If you're not, then run inside to the AC because it's still going to feel like summer, the warmest day of the week. Now, we will have a chance for some showers as we head into this evening and into tomorrow, but don't panic. Not for everyone, just for a small area. And as we head into the second half of the week, the temperatures will gradually be coming down. We're going to say goodbye to the summer sizzle and hello to some falling, cooler temperatures. Right now, we're in the 60s, some spots in the 70s. It's a nice, fresh start to our day. Put on the sunscreen. We are headed for a day with a mix of sun and clouds and more of that high cloud cover. Temperatures are going to be above normal, 80s from the South Bay to Los Angeles, 89 in Anaheim. The valleys, the Inland Empire, we've got mid to upper 90s. Some cities in the Inland Empire are going to be flirting with 100 degrees. It's crazy. Here we are. It's already fall. 90s in the deserts, the mountains in the 70s, and our friends over in Ventura County, 70s in Oxnard, a nice day. Thousand Oaks, 88 degrees. Now, we will have high cloud cover streaming into the area. You'll notice these clouds continue to move in. Here we are looking at the weather at noon, where it's mostly sunny over in Orange County, the Inland Empire, the deserts, the San Bernardino Mountains. But you notice that Ventura, LA County, are going to get that high cloud cover. So that storm, that system is moving more towards the west, so impacting our friends over in Santa Barbara County, even the Central Valley. Here we are tonight, and you'll notice the cloud cover continues to stream in. Now this evening, a chance for some scattered showers over the Ventura County mountains, possibly a little bit spilling over into the LA County mountains. But overall, as I take you through the day tomorrow, not seeing any huge issues. Still a slight chance for storms in the mountains, but nothing like what we saw last week that brought us all the big mess over in the San Bernardino Mountains. So here to see that storm, it's just kind of skirting the coastline, but it's going to stay in the area through the rest of the week. That's what's going to bring us our cool down. So your 7-day forecast, I already talked about the chance for showers. Let's focus on the numbers. 89 today for the Basin Orange County. Tomorrow the temperature's coming down. Second half of the week, upper 70s. And that's where we stayed through the weekend and through early next week. At the coast, we're going to continue to see those gloomy mornings. And the weather for the second half of the week will be in the low 70s. The Valley, the Inland Empire, warmest day of the week, mid to upper 90s tomorrow. Upper 80s. And look at this. Temperatures as we head into the weekend will be in the low 80s and upper 70s. In the deserts, things are staying dry. Triple digits and 90s, still feeling like summer. The cool down will be in the form of 80s and 90s at the end of the week. And for the mountains, 70s today and tomorrow. Keep an eye to the sky. Then temperatures in the 60s from Thursday all the way through next. No watches, no warnings. Overall, it's going to be a nice one, but it is going to feel a touch humid. 66 degrees right now in Los Angeles, and it's foggy. We may even get some sprinkles this morning on your commute. 65 at 8 a.m. At noon, we're at 84 degrees. By that time, some high clouds. We'll call it some filtered sunshine. By 4 p.m., temperatures around 81. So these numbers are actually coming in above normal for this time of year. So here's what you can expect, my friends. Fall starts today officially at 11:19. And it's going to be warm and humid. We'll have passing clouds. Now for tomorrow, the chance for rain goes up for a few of you. That chance continues through Wednesday. It's the second half of the week when the temperatures start to come down and highs will be below normal in the 70s and 80s. Right now, we've got some 60s out there. Light sweater, I think we'll do it. We'll have low 60s in the deserts and Big Bear 45 degrees. Now here's what we've got for you this afternoon. Skies gradually clear. Inland temperatures are still going to feel like summer. We'll have 90s. Santa Clarita, Van Nuys, West Covina, the Inland Empire, even the deserts. Mountain temperatures feeling a little more like fall in the 60s. That's where we have a slight chance for some storms. 80s in Los Angeles, Anaheim, and over in Long Beach, looking at temperatures around 83 degrees. Now it's going to get warmer before it gets cooler. Look at the trend in Riverside. We go up tomorrow, highs flirting with 100 degrees. And then the numbers start to gradually come down for the second half of the week. By Friday, we're going to have a high of around 80, and the temperatures stay below normal for the first weekend of fall. Now let's zoom out and see what's happening. Right now, we have an area of low pressure to our south. So this system is the one responsible for bringing us that muggy weather and also those showers and storms to the south. But it's going to start to move to the north tomorrow and Wednesday. And as it does that, it'll bring us that chance for some rain. Not everywhere, not widespread. It will be scattered. The weather today, mostly dry, small chance for the mountains. But here we go looking at the weather on Tuesday, and you'll notice that it's our western areas that have the best chance of seeing any kind of moisture. Tuesday afternoon, scattered showers over Ventura County, possibly through the Grapevine. And as we head into Wednesday, we'll continue to see that slight chance, especially for the LA County mountains. So here's your 7-day forecast, and you notice that today is staying dry, but it is warm, 87. That warm feeling sticks around through tomorrow, and that chance for rain goes up Tuesday and Wednesday. As I mentioned, no flood watches, not expecting anything of that sort. We'll let you know if that changes. Second half of the week, the temperatures come down into the 70s. At the coast, the gray skies will continue each morning with areas of patchy fog. Tomorrow, we may get some showers. The weather in the valleys, the Inland Empire, gloomy this morning, gradually turning sunny. The weather as we head into tomorrow warms a little bit more. Chance for rain Tuesday, Wednesday. But notice how the Inland Empire stays dry. Again, it is our western areas that have the best chance of seeing any kind of accumulation. The weather for our friends in the deserts will be dry today. The low desert, a chance for some rain. Tomorrow, we flip-flop. And then you see that warm weather for the middle of the week. Then finally in the mountains, chance for storms. Our radar right now, much calmer than 24 hours ago. We might get some light showers this morning, but nothing compared to what we had yesterday. The roads will be much drier, and we're headed for a sunny afternoon. But again, that humidity sticking around. Now over the weekend, the weather dry on Saturday, but on Sunday, chance for showers. And fall officially starts next Monday. We're going to kick off a new season with a chance for rain. Here we are looking at the weather today, and we've got the gray skies with us until about the middle of the morning. Here we are looking at the weather at noon, and notice at that time we have a little speck over Los Angeles. So can't rule out the chance for maybe a sprinkle, but overall it's going to be a drier day. During the afternoon, if you have plans to travel on the Barstow Freeway, could get a little stormy there. Our friends over in the Big Bear area also looking at a slight chance for some storms as we step into the afternoon hours, but much drier compared to yesterday. That flood watch has been lifted. Tomorrow morning, we'll start off with the gloomy skies around the downtown area and parts of Orange County. Perfect for that coffee on the porch. Right now, it's muggy and the temperatures are in the 60s and 70s. So it's a comfortable start. You may not even need that sweater. Over in Victorville, it is cooler compared to yesterday, and Big Bear has 45. But let's fast forward to this afternoon. Again, warm and still humid. The temperatures are going to be in the 80s from Los Angeles into Orange County, the valleys, the Inland Empire. Look, upper 80s, 80s in the deserts. Big Bear 65, but I don't have any watches, any warnings. Keep in mind, if you are headed towards the Central Valley, we still have some stormy weather there, and a flood watch is still in effect through this afternoon. So we're saying goodbye to that stormy weather that we had over the past 24 hours. As we set up tomorrow, the weather is dry, but watch what happens as we head into Sunday and early next week. We're going to tap into moisture from the monsoon and also more moisture from a tropical system. So early next week, our rain chances increase on Monday and Tuesday. We're still a few days away. We have to fine tune this forecast. So please stay connected with us. I wouldn't go washing the car just yet because that chance of rain returns. Showery on Sunday and then Monday and Tuesday, but then past that point, the weather dries out. At the coast, we will continue to wake up to those gloomy skies. The weather in the valleys, the Inland Empire, tomorrow close to 90 degrees, and then the chance for showers on Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. We may need those umbrellas. The weather in the deserts will be in the 80s this weekend, the low desert chance for rain on Sunday, and then again Monday and Tuesday, and finally in the mountains, a spot where you have to be very vigilant of the forecast today, enjoy it tomorrow, and then stormy again, possibly Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So be safe, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Right?
You can't. And it's during the morning, I think, when we have the most problematic conditions as far as the commute goes. But the stronger storms are set this afternoon. So let me show you the chance of rain. As we check in with this beautiful view, the sun is slowly coming up, and I think the silver lining will be we'll have a nice colorful sunrise if you don't have the rain. You see the chance of rain is the highest during the morning, and then as we step into the afternoon hours, the chance of rain starts to go down, but it doesn't mean that the activity winds down. The morning will be wet, so allow extra time to get to your destination. Taking the kids to school, bring the umbrella and also the rain boots. There could be some puddles out there. Storms will be strong stronger during the afternoon, and by that point, they're going to shift to the mountains and the deserts. And when it's not raining, it's going to be warm and muggy. A reminder, we're tapping into an air mass that is tropical in nature. These are the remnants of Tropical Storm Mario that are pushing in from the south, and we have the concerns of debris flow and flooding. So this is the flood watch that Guado was talking about. It's in effect for the Pacific Palisades area, also towards Altadena, the San Gabriel Valley, the mountains, the deserts, the I-5 corridor, all the way through the Central Valley. So we could see some heavy storms develop that could bring rainfall rates of over ½ an inch per hour. So that's why we're concerned about the debris flow. There you see all that moisture popping in from the south. Right now we have some light rain setting up from Santa Monica over into Long Beach, and I'm seeing some light rain falling over the Los Angeles area. Nothing problematic this morning. I haven't seen any flood advisories. It's much drier through the Inland Empire and over in Orange County, and we've got rain right now through the I-5 corridor. I think what falls this morning is going to be light in nature and not cause any huge issues over our burn scar areas. But let me time this out for you. Here we are looking at the weather as we go throughout the morning, and you notice that activity shifts over the LA Ventura County mountains through sunrise, and some spots are looking a whole lot drier. Through the middle of the day, we're actually going to see some sunshine over lower elevations, but the combination of that humidity and the warm temperatures are going to spark some stronger storms this afternoon. Here we are looking at the weather at 3 p.m. A look at the San Bernardino Mountains, the low desert, the high desert. The stronger storms that develop could contain some heavy downpours as well as lightning and some large hail. So that's where the concern comes in, as well as some strong winds as well. The weather through about 6 p.m. You'll notice that the afternoon commute is looking drier. We'll have plenty of cloud cover, and those storms continue in the mountains and deserts. This evening, around 8 p.m. dinner time, can't rule out the chance of seeing some light rain around the Inland Empire. And then here we go into the overnight hours through tomorrow morning. You notice that we may still have some lingering showers, but it's not going to be as heavy or intense as what we're expecting today. Okay, I'm running out of time. Let me take you through what to expect. This morning is when we're going to have the most trickiest conditions on the road. During the afternoon, the stronger storms develop in the mountains and deserts. Tomorrow morning, we could still see some lingering showers, but it will be a drier day. Then over the weekend, the weather will be drier. Next week gets hotter. When it's not raining during the afternoon, it's going to be warm and muggy. Here's your weather today. Temperatures in mid to upper 80s for the valleys, the Inland Empire. Tomorrow, still a little bit of leftover moisture during the morning. This weekend, temperatures jump back up into the 90s, and next week more 90s. The weather in the desert, stormy today and tomorrow. These are the spots to watch out for with those stronger storms. Same goes for the mountains, where we have an additional chance for storms on Sunday. That's your forecast, everyone. Please be safe out there. The weather's going to keep us on our toes. The temperature is going to be hot for the start of the week, and then we'll have some cooling late in the week. But we got to keep an eye to the sky because some tropical moisture is going to move into the area. It's going to bring us a chance for storms, especially from the middle of the week all the way into the weekend. And although we'll have some sunny skies eventually today and tomorrow, we'll have more high cloud cover for the second half of the weekend. It's going to feel muggy. So right now the temperatures are in the 60s, low 60s in the Inland Empire, 57 Temecula. Some spots you need a sweater. We're in the low 60s in the deserts, and Big Bear, a thicker layer for you, 36. Fast forward to this afternoon, and it's going to feel like summer. We have mid to upper 80s for the Basin, Orange County, and 90s for the valleys, the Inland Empire. More 90s in the deserts. Big Bear, 74 degrees. Now those higher temperatures will affect air quality. It's going to be unhealthy for sensitive groups in the Santa Clarita Valley, the San Gabriel Valley, and parts of the Inland Empire. So take those precautions, especially if you have respiratory issues. Here's Tropical Storm Mario. It is to the south of Baja California, and its movement is towards the west-northwest. So not really expected to directly impact everyone. In fact, it's going to weaken as it moves to the north because it's going to bump into some colder water. But the impacts will still be felt for us. Here we are looking at moisture for futurecast. So this shows the amount of moisture that's in the air. So we're pretty dry today, tomorrow, but notice how as we get into late Tuesday, we start to see this map change because that humidity, the moisture from that tropical system is going to be moving into the area. So it's going to make especially the second half of the week feel muggy, but it's also going to bring us that added chance for storms, especially in the mountains and deserts, but we could see some scattered activity in lower elevations as well. The weather starts to dry out as we head into the weekend. So lots going on this week, amigos. 7-day forecast shows the numbers getting hotter, before they come down. Tomorrow, 90 for the base in Orange County, and then the second half of the week, the temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. At the coast, we'll have 80s tomorrow and Wednesday. The weather for the valleys, the Inland Empire, 90s today, tomorrow, upper 90s, close to 100 degrees in a few spots. Then here we are Wednesday through the end of the week. The temperatures coming down, but the humidity rising. The weather for our friends in the deserts will be dry and hot today and breezy. And then starting tomorrow, the chance for storms increases in the low desert, a better chance for those storms in the high desert on Thursday and Friday. And in the mountains, beautiful sunny, high of 74. But starting tomorrow, we need to keep an eye to the sky. Download the NBCLA app if you don't have it already. You can get the forecast for your neighborhood and also get updates from the First Alert Weather Team.